Let us learn what is vector. Uh, Vectors are those physical quantities which have magnitude, unit, direction, plus it follow the laws of vector addition. Means you know that the scalars have only magnitude and unit. Sometimes some scalars does not contain any unit, it contain only magnitude, but vectors are those physical quantities which have magnitude, unit and direction, and also it follow the law of vector addition. Let us see some example. For example, a ball which is falling from some height, then it must have some velocity. As this ball is directed toward downward toward the earth, means it has a particular direction. So we can say that the velocity is a vector quantity which this ball is carrying. Similarly, let us see another example. Let us see, this is a box and of some force is applied here. This box has some weight, so this weight is acted toward downward, and the reaction which is acting upward, and because of the force applied, the box has some acceleration. So here we can say that this force have direction plus magnitude, the weight have also magnitude and direction, the acceleration has also magnitude and direction. So these all are the example of vectors. Let us see the definition of vector. Vectors. Definition: the physical quantities which have both magnitude and direction and obey the laws of vector addition are called vector quantities or vectors. Any vector quantities must have three things: a number, a unit, its direction. For example, velocity. We can take velocity as 2 meter per second toward north. So it has three things: a number, a unit, a direction. And some more example are displacement, acceleration, force, momentum, weight, impulse, pressure, gravity, drag, electric field, magnetic field, gravitational field, torque, dipole moment, etc. Let us see the vector representation. It is represented by a straight line with an arrowhead over it. It has two parts. One is head and another is tail. In this way, a line with an arrowhead and the other side is tail. In general notation, it is represented by a single letter of alphabet with arrowhead over it. For example, A with an arrowhead read as vector A, B with an arrowhead read as vector B, R read as vector R, or the resultant vector. Sometimes when we do some calculation, we add two vectors, then the resultant vector may be represented as R, vector R. Let us see some more example for better concept. Let us take two vectors, vector A and vector B, as shown as below. The angle between these two vectors is 60 degree. So this is the vector. This is vector A and this is vector B. Both are meeting at a point and this is making angle 60 degree. You can notice here this arrow, the arrowhead is, this is the head of vector A and this is the head of vector B, and this is the tail of both vector. Both are meeting together and making angle 60 degree. So in this way you can represent the vector. Now how we can find the resultant of this two vector? When we add this two vector, then the resultant vector will be, suppose it will be R. How we can add? So for the addition of the vector, we will apply the parallelogram law of addition. In this method, we will draw a parallel line equal to this vector B. Equal to this vector B means the length of this vector, the length of the line drawn here will be equal to B, vector B, and the angle making with A is also making with this horizontal line. So the angle and the length of vector B will be equal. So we can take this line as vector B. Now we join the head of this B to the tail of this A in this way, and this will be the resultant. So when we add these two vector, which is actually vector A and vector B, we transform this vector here. So we will get vector R. This line will represent the resultant of vector A and vector B. We can write as vector A plus vector B equals to vector R. Now let us see the formula. We can derive this formula, but now here I am taking directly the formula. Later we will derive it. So vector R is equals to A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta over root. So this line is the magnitude, denote the magnitude of resultant. So magnitude of the resultant vector is over root of A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta. A square is the magnitude of vector A, B square is the magnitude of vector B plus 2AB means magnitude of A into magnitude of B multiplied by cos of the angle. Now let us solve this. So let us see, let us suppose vector A, the magnitude of vector A is given 5, magnitude of vector B is given 4, and the angle between both the vector is given 60 degree as earlier. So let us put the value here in the formula. The vector R, the resultant vector, the magnitude of resultant vector is given as 5 square, means we are putting the magnitude of A 5 square plus 4 square, the magnitude of B plus 2 into 5 into 4, 2 into magnitude of A into B into cos 60 degree. Cos 60 is 1 by 2. So by solving this, 5 square 25, 4 square 16 plus 2 into 5 into 4 into 1 by 2. This comes under root 61. So magnitude of R is over root 61. So in this way we can solve the two vector, the addition of two vector. This is the formula for the addition of two vector, which gives us the magnitude of R. Let us see how we can find the angle made by this resultant vector with vector A. So the formula is alpha equals to tan inverse of B sin theta A plus B cos theta, where alpha is the angle made by this the resultant vector with vector R. So when we put the value of A, B and theta here, we get the angle made by this vector R. So by putting the value, for example here vector A is given, magnitude of vector A is given 5, the magnitude of vector B is given 4 and the angle is 60 degree. So we put the value here like this. We get finally the tan inverse 2 over root 3 divided by 7, and when we find the value of this value tan inverse, we will get approx 26.3295. So approximately this angle will be made by this resultant vector R with this vector A.